There are times when you need someone, I will be by your side. I love that song. I do not know the words, but for some reason this topic made me think about that. There are times in our lives when we go through these seasons of feeling as if nothing is going right, everything is being lost, and it's hard to find our ways out. Maybe it's the loss of a job. Maybe it's the loss of a loved one, or a relationship, or an opportunity. But just like there are meaningful experiences that can be gained from the happier moments of our lives, there are also a lot of things that we gain when we have those moments of loss. Recently, I went through a phase over the last few months where it felt like I was losing a lot of things. In hindsight, I now know that I was gaining and opening my territory for a lot of opportunities that I was not expecting to receive. But with leaving my job and experiencing my first real breakup and heartbreak, and then losing a relative, it felt like everything was hitting me back to back to back. I couldn't figure out how to get out of those moments. And the loss that I felt clouded a lot of my brain and a lot of my energy from seeing a lot of those good things that were happening. But as I started to push through and heal from a lot of those experiences, I realized that in the process, I was learning that there are lessons in our losses. And so with the Sticky Notes to Self project, I started to reflect more and more, almost daily, on a lot of these things that I was learning and these epiphanies that I was having. I learned that when I am ready to love, that faith and fight will overwhelm my fears, that grace and gratefulness, gratitude will overwhelm my grudges, and that the work that I'm willing to put into a relationship will overwhelm the sense of worry that I may carry with it. I learned in this process not to dwell on relationships that were not being reciprocated, things that perhaps were not for me anyways, and that time, space, and distance could actually be a good thing. One of the biggest lessons that I learned was that gratitude is the antidote to jealousy and to pain. And so I made pain my muse. I learned and allowed myself to feel it all, to not hide how I was feeling in many spaces, but to own it, to accept that yes, inasmuch as I feel elation and joy and come alive in a space, that I too am human, that we are human. And when we feel sad, or when we feel at a loss, when we feel loneliness, that it's okay to allow ourselves to feel that we don't have to be ashamed. So in this series, I feel like I grew. And I encourage you, if you are going through that type of moment in your life, allow yourself to feel. For you are deserving of all the good that will come from the growth and the ways that you navigate the world once you push through. So in the comments below, share with me some of the experiences that you've had with learning from loss and learning from setback. And if you're up for it, go to stickynotetoself.com/lessons and loss and see all the notes from this series. Share back with me, what are some of the ones that stand out? And what are some of the ones that have been epiphanies for you as well? And until next time, be sure to subscribe, share this